political opinion is I want to see game 3. So see Elephant win. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it with the Clinkz. I'm very excited to see Boca back on the Monkey King. I mean, that became a staple of his back in the EAC, so
yeah.
My opinion
battle.
is Alchemist is good against Puck. Clinkz can work against Alchemist, but only against Ace, so I think Aster's gonna win.
all right, game number 2. Aster Elephant, big moment for Elephant, because if they lose this, they're 0-2. They're in a bad spot. The region really does not allow for slip-ups like this. Maybe if this had been a loss to what we all thought, Vici and OGD being at the top, maybe I'd say Elephants seem okay. But if you start 0-2 and you still have Vici and LGD to go after,
You're in trouble.
you like you said, 4th position. It seems like you need 4 wins, 3 losses.
Something like that. It could even be that it's the top 4 just win everything, or like 5-2 even, you know?
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it goes. But now we've got a little bit more time to talk about the actual draft. I believe
The battle
this
begins.
against Alchemist matchup. We have seen it before with LGD when they picked it up. He had like what, 10 Battle Fury threads.
He had a lot, because I don't think he went full booth, right? Like
Threads,
threads before he
at the threads.
and then went to the battlefield.
Yeah, and minus 10. The
Yeah.
problem is just tough to lane against Alchemist because at its time -4 armor,
Yeah.
you have 1 armor yourself. You cannot deny creeps in there and comfortably save. You know? Whereas like if you have a Monkey King, but he doesn't care. He just denies every creep. Yeah, so they're definitely big the mid matchup. I love the Winter Wyvern +3. Very good against the Clinkz. You can either curse the Clinkz or you can cold embrace the target he's focusing without strafe. Clinkz is pretty non-impact until the back of cooldown, which has a pretty long cooldown. I think it's 25 seconds. And yeah, the Monkey King +4 is, I don't know, I haven't seen it too much. It's gonna be interesting what he does.
Back at DPC when it made this popular, it was all about mobility, all about going from lane to lane to lane, and having impact.
It was like 2018 or something.
I think it was 2017, yeah. Because one, I think it was 2015, and then it was 17 and 18.
Yeah, that was with IG when they won it, I think.
Yeah, IG, it was
Burning.
Burning, OP, XXS, with Boca and Q.
Yep, and with the Alchemist already leading the twerk part again, or rather CS chart. It's just a tough matchup. Yes, higher damage than you, higher armor than you.
Would you ever thought of maybe switching Puck with the Mars? Because Mars can compete with, right?
He can easily, yeah. I thought they would put either Clinkz or Mars middle, to be honest, but they chose to stick with the Puck, because Mars middle can destroy an Alchemist. He can. He has good armor, he has good damage, good attack. Chose not to do it, we'll super back.
I'm a little surprised. I know sometimes CDCs commit to the proper matchups, even though it's like Sonics in the off lane or Yang going mid.
You can see Alchemist only missed 1 creep so far. It's pretty good.
Yeah, well, especially when you're getting the bump up from Grievous for your team.
Yep.
The timings for Eurus, like, what are you looking for to try and make something happen? Because I would assume you want to be aggressive towards the mid game, right?
Yeah, you're looking for a Desolator. Well, at least most Clinkz go for Desolator. It's either you go
Dire's middle
Desolator
tower
or
is under attack.
Orchid. Desolator is the more stable choice, Orchid is the more explosive choice. But it's just this matchup. Alchemist against Clinkz gets really Alchemist favor as soon as he picks up his first armor item, which is going to be AC, I'd assume. And until then, if he builds Medallion Desolator, he can melt an Alchemist really easily.
So the question is, how are they going to use this aggression if they're able to accomplish getting the items to be aggressive?
Yep.
You've got XXS who's on this Winter Wyvern in the off lane. We've seen some core Winter Wyverns before, maybe not at this event yet, But, you know, you'd see like Orchid early for a Winter Wyvern in the core roll back, you know, a few patches ago. Is it still the same thing?
The exercise.
Witch Blade is very popular, but Orchid also one of the best choices, especially against the puck. So he could go either way, or he could even choose both in the end. Bubble here.
Oh, wow, the damage coming in. You've got an Oracle that's already sitting at level 3, at level 2 in the Purifying Flames. Just have that quick burst of damage. That'll help you get first blood, and that's exactly what they do. So, a little bit different where Aster didn't go into the triangle, get 2 kills, and that's where the laning starts. But still, so far, their lanes look good. I'm surprised Samus has gotten as much as he has so far.
I mean, the lane is like Alchemist can't really deny creeps very well. He can just farm themselves, so it's always going to be a good puck lane. It's just every lane where Alchemist can go 5-5 in terms of CS is a good Alchemist lane. Yeah. Simply because he gets bonus gold. Oh, he has about to strike. Oh, out of vision.
Has to go invis real quick.
Yeah. You hate to kill invis on lane as Clinkz. No save means you have 0 kill threat. And we can see this Winter Wyvern 3 dish out a lot of Harris damage.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it.
Now you're not sitting in lane level 2, throwing out level 1 in the Splinter Blast, waiting on the Arctic Burn, and you know, not doing as much with it. You're sitting here level 2 in the Splinter Blast, level 2 in the Arctic Burn, harassing as much as you want. And making it an issue. Yang again.
We'll take
the Spirit of Push Monet out of his way. Goes to the bounty and will grab it. They're still continuing to chase. They want the Fortune's End. They do have Purifying Flames to work with, and that's going to be the dagger that takes out Yang for the second time.
Are fortified.
And then, meanwhile, under the Tier 1 tower, Red Panda getting chased. He's hit with a Balanced Strike. One more shot. Borax under the Tier 1 tower, able to get a kill. They take out XSS's courier. That had his boots on it, and they will at least get something in return. All the while, FY though, he's dead to land.
And what does it mean though? Puck takes away, gives Alchemist the freest time in the world.
Yeah.
Finding a Xator camp as well. Love that. Only better one with the golems.
The next label breaks. The next label
Little mess up there. The Aster spray AoE
before it started.
happens. Monkey 4 is doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Especially against a hero like a Baron, it makes so much sense because you can never trade with Monkey King. There you go, but it doesn't matter. Monkey King is on the edge there.
Kovica very proficient with this hero in this position, as we've seen in the past and with history. So Somnus comes over. He's a level ahead of White Album right now.
Oh, that damage and Alchemist though.
I really want to find into that.
Yep.
Already doing 185 damage personally.
Triple level 5.
Spear lands, but they've got the help from Lam immediately.
Yep, heal him back up. Oracle support hero. 2 more attacks for the stack. 1 more, not going for it. I would like to pick up a dust, honestly. That's the only thing I'm missing. Because if you pick up a dust, after the shield, you just dust the Clinkz, who didn't have boots at the time. You just run them down. Kill them very easily. Notice the Alchemist only 1,000 above the head. It's a great hero.
Yeah, really no surprise that he's up this far. With rotation that Somnus allowing White Album to have a free moment. And then again, Eurus, who, and I wouldn't say he's struggling, he's just taking a lot of harassment, but he's still up there in terms of net worth.
Yeah. He's doing well for himself, picked up the medallion, going to the Fats next. I would assume he's more needed. That's what this makes much more sense. The lineup they have,
Here again, that lands on a Monet. They're looking over at Yang. It's into the trees. Monet, Icarus dive, and burning quite a bit, but he'll be fine.
They got all to work with.
Ooh, Sonus.
Though.
Dream Coil, waiting ramp, does get the kill on Monet.
Very risky. I feel like he got a stick off. Some would have been in trouble, but
Dire
didn't.
structures
No.
are fortified.
They're gonna attack him under the tower. They'll bring over the Winter Wyvern. Wyvern's got Winter's Curse. That's immediately used onto Mars. Yang is now the one who's in trouble. It's not Lanham. They're TPing in Borax, who will look to go with the Primal Sting right down onto the Mars. A Flag Shield from Red Panda trying to survive the Mars as long as possible. Throws the spear back. Boundless Strike is in. They'll get the kill onto the Mars and finally finish off the trade.
Aiden is very happy with this though. Clinkz also rotating bottom.
Radiant's
The
top
Alchemist still
tower is under attack.
closing on a 6k net worth. The 8-minute mark. We've seen the same thing with LGD. He's going for a raid.
Okay, that was
The belt here
unexpected.
this time. Do I like that more? Yes, I do. But you have Blink Daggers, you can cancel with it. You have the mischance. Clinkz won't have a BKB for quite a while, so the mischance against Clinkz is pretty good. I mean, we'll see. You like some mana region, so I'm a fan of Battle Fury myself, but I can see why he's going for the Radiance. Like the way he's being very efficient as well, always pulling the mid wave to his own root creep to get the most value out of the Aster spray.
Yeah. Really good job. Lanham now getting chased once again. They've got Borax as well as XSS over here once again. Cold Embrace. Lanham trying to survive. There's a lot of sustainability for the side of Aster. But waiting Rip, the Dream Coil. Borax in trouble. He's on the run. Icarus dive over with the Illusory. They kill the Borax. They'll look for another one. The Winter's Curse is on to 3. But Icarus, he continues forward, going for the Winter Wyvern. XSS, not many options remain. Trying to hide in the trees. Arctic Burn away. And he's out of sight, out of mind.
For now. 3 seconds
But
for
down
him.
in the trees,
Scanning.
Illusory Orb over, and eventually the Wyvern falls from the sky and crashes down.
Yep. Triple now.
Take that.
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
like
is
the
under
way
attack.
Alchemist is playing this, even though they
Dire's
don't
middle
really deal with
tower
the...
is under attack.
Good stack for him. Even though they don't really deal with the Alchemist, if Alchemist's team is really
Radiant
poor,
structures
that's
are
one of
fortified.
Alchemist's biggest weaknesses.
Yeah,
Because
Dire's
he
middle
cannot
tower
only fight.
is under
He doesn't
attack.
have natural abilities.
Radiant's bottom
he just
tower
accumulates
is
a lot
under
of
attack.
ends up tanking for your team. But Troll is getting pressure quite a lot. There's Wind as well. They're
Radiant's
both
bottom
quite poor.
tower has fallen.
But we'll see how the game develops from here.
If you're Elephant, how do you deal with the sustainability from this Aster side? You're going to have False Promise, you're going to have Cold Embrace, you have a lot of lockdown with the Winter's Curse. You can Winter's Curse and then set like a Wukong's. I know it's only a 4 position, but you have a lot here for the team fight of Aster. Elephant need to really deal with.
Yeah, what they need to do is buy multiple Blink Daggers. They also have a Clinkz, who is like an assassin type of hero. You just want to kill backline first, ignore the Alchemist until the end. And really, just you need to kill this Oracle and you need to kill the Winter Wyvern. As you said,
Radiant's middle
one
tower
good Winter's
is under
Curse would just
attack.
completely turn the game around otherwise, or one good False Promise.
Yeah, you save the Alchemist, maybe that close to shutting down his game, and all of a sudden, False Promise, he's able to survive. And that could be a problem, but Fortune's End thrown over to the Abaddon, he turns up the stun, and then turns around as you see Eurus come to sight. They are bringing up Yang and Somnus, though.
Finish minute 11. That's brutal time. Very fast.
Keeping there.
Eurus offside for the Blink Dagger right away. Also recognizing the fact that he has to jump the backline no matter what. He did a 400 gold Desolator on Clinkz, as we spoke about. Actually.
Yeah, they want to keep the aggression up. And if they can get a couple kills, this is worth it. I would say especially if they were Monet or the Alchemist of White Album. Because Monet, they want to put down, like you said. If Alchemist is farm and the rest of the team isn't, things do get a little bit more difficult for this Alchemist to game by himself. And immediately, Icarus dive over. They're going to find Monet. They'll land the spear. Do they have the damage before he gets the trance up? Yes, they do. FY with credit on that one. And they'll take out Troll.
Yeah, you can see they're only 1k net worth ahead, even though Alchemist is 4,000 ahead of the puck, which means the side pressure, the side lanes really got pressured a lot.
It means that their heroes are starting to fall behind
Dire's middle tower
significantly.
is under attack.
You know, it's close here and there. You've got the Puck, who is behind, obviously, the Alchemist, but the Clinkz is ahead of the Troll. You know, position matchups, and obviously the Alchemist is going to be ahead. Icarus over Fortune's End into the Winter's Curse. That's a curse used, and now it's going to leave Lanham very free to just get killed off.
Radiant's bottom tower
Red
is
Panda
under
gets credit
attack.
for that, and they look over at FY, who's still on the low ground. They don't have Winter's Curse to lock up the L side, so they just need to turn tail and run. This is leaving time for White Album to farm on this Alk, but still more pressure being put on the Elephant lineup. And Eurus, he's looking for an opportunity to get a kill. He doesn't have the Desolator finish, he doesn't have an Orchid, so it could be difficult. However, they're right on top of Borak. They've got the silence, he can't get into the trees. Now the close pit doesn't survive after the Cold Embrace is done. Supernova is used, Balance comes out, they've got to get down Ramonade. That will help him get away to get the kill out of Borax, and that Supernova goes off. They've also got the silence out of the Oracle as well. This will survive it. If we're time once again, they look to finish off Lanham to get the false props off in time. Son is now in trouble under the tier tower. He falls to Lanham. Lanham, though, false promise not
Radiant's
enough.
top tower is
And they
under
will
attack.
trade, but Sonus probably doesn't need to die there. He's in really far on that and commits for the Oracle.
Yeah, sometimes when a spell like Supernova goes off, it can be a little bit of a
Are
bait.
scanning.
Let me go in further, but then at the end, it's an Oracle. He had false promise, dies before Oracle dies. It's not really worth the trade. But maybe they're feeling a little bit of the pressure because Alchemist TP's in that as
Dire's
well.
top tower
There's a
is
lot of
under
damage
attack.
there, and Alchemist is at this point where just one more item. Almost finishes BKB. After the BKB, gets the AC. Suddenly this Clinkz Desolator is nullified pretty much. Because there's a high team at +5 armor, you reduce it by 6, doesn't matter much anymore.
So do you play the game around fighting the Alchemist, where even if the Alchemist is in the fight, you're fighting around him? So you're taking out the Oracle, you're making sure there's no save. You take out the Winter Wyvern, get that team fight out of there, or force a Winter's Curse, where it's not holding the team back, but it's more defensive. So your execution has to be way different, right?
Yeah, but you definitely have to fight. Like if you're Aster and you're just in the
Radiant are
AoE
scanning.
of the Alchemist aura, you should always be good to fight simply because it gives you a lot more sustainability. He'll be there to frontline for you. Radiant burn aura on Clinkz is going to be very massive. He's the best Acula you have, suddenly it's not as simple as just jump back
is
anymore
under
because
attack.
you do, this Alchemist can cut you down.
Yeah. Oh, it might become more conservative, where they need to back off, farm, look for items. Get the Alchemist, and you're not now farm now. Are you going to get the item, next items and up to out farm, but be in a fight this lineup for mastery?
We can see maybe a Winter Curse here.
You won't tell them. I mean, they're going to have Super is available to why use it when you.
Dire's structures
But it's no
are fortified.
Curse is dead. You play aggressive.
You do, but you also need to Supernova.
Radiant's
The
middle
powers,
tower
which is a good
has
thing.
fallen.
Radiant's
Radiant's structures are fortified.
Radiant can wait until Winter Curse
Radiant's
comes in.
bottom tower is
But
under attack.
Zombies' item is really counter like also forms right away. As from Zombies, you're to the BKB. Yep. Pretty standard. Just this Clinkz damage is going to be very lackluster once all these armor items start building up.
Yeah, and he actually shot the Eagle to Clinkz on this, so I kind of like the Eagle idea. For the background,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
that Eagle can be.
Yeah, but he's choosing to go for a very conservative route, which is sometimes a little bit scary if you face like Alchemist, because you're gonna build that Linkins, you build your next offensive item, but Alchemist probably has like 25% worth.
XSS is caught. Spear is there with the arena. It's over on the cliff, but they do have the Sunray Cold Embrace. It won't do enough to help out XSS lead the gang with another kill. They're finding the Winter Wyvern, whose farm is not great. It's right there with the Phoenix.
It's definitely not great. Yeah, he's been struggling ever since the lane phase. But at this point, it's pretty much all Alchemist. You can see the Troll is struggling quite a bit. 2k behind the Park, 1k behind the Clinkz. But at the same time, if you ever get on top of that Clinkz, you blind him, raise his mischance, he will be dealing close to 0 damage in a fight.
Dire's bottom
It's really just
tower
Troll's
is under
job,
attack.
get on top of the Clinkz,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
make a space for your Alchemist. Because he knows all this, you know,
fortified.
it's really the king.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
Just
tower
tower
has fallen.
and they are putting pressure. White Album's over, but I'm trying to take a tier 1 of his own. They're not rotating on Elephant.
Dire's
Just
bottom
continuing
tower is
to
under attack.
farm up and take that tower and put the pressure on. Now, okay,
Being
Mars shows, and that will stop Alchemist from taking the tier 1. And he is looking for the AC. Ready for the Hyperstone, ready for him, and he's almost done with this AC. 2 components that are most expensive. Just needs the rest.
Yep. 1,000 gold off, as I said. As soon as that item is online, I think they're in good shape to take fights.
I like that you will
are
pick up
scanning.
from the Phoenix. Get that extra moment, maybe.
Also good to break some combos. However, if you ever get stunned, you know,
Yeah.
hit it and blow up.
It's tough to survive, and you don't want to just blow the supernova with, you know, Troll Pen Alchemist right there to take the egg.
Yeah, for sure. Go to the game. Also, it might be worth getting Troll Shard this game, which increases the highest attack speed by 60 and uses Metal Trance. I've never really seen it, but it would make a lot of sense to buff up the Alchemist. You know, you kill the supernova super fast if only for 60
Radiant's bottom tower
Could really
is
cut
under
through
attack.
it quite
Dire's
quickly.
middle
Clinkz
tower
is also
is under
going
attack.
for the short after the BKB. That's a lot of gold to commit. Done on F9. No follow-up, just there's the 8 from Kevin coming around the field. The sun is. They've got Eurus nearby, Latam in the trees. Next to works. Very split up. Winter's Curse to start. That's on Clinkz. And it's will come from both sides. The balance strength. The focus. Meanwhile, Dream pulls on. Dakota here to take a BKB caught by White Album going after the deck. Pops in. It's down. It's been scrambled. And Yang, he's trying to run Super's right hand up and down. So 3 heroes down on the side of Elephant. And that was very split from Elephant, which gave Aster the opportunity to take this fight with ease, and they've done just that. They took out 3, they go to the tier 1 mid, and it is a moment to strive for Aster.
But here's what was hinting as well. Puck didn't choose to go for E-Bait or Dagon, which either item would have completed at this point. Couldn't blow up Oracle. Alchemist holds back 3 heroes by himself, pretty much. Clinkz gets caught in the backline, trying to kill the Winter. Winter Viper, and the entire fight just falls apart from there. It's just gonna get harder from here because this Troll suddenly third network, not 50 anymore.
Yeah.
Troll builds up items, Alchemist is massive. When Troll is BKB, you have nothing to go through it. Clinkz at all, he has the natural +6 armor from Berserker's Rage. However, the melee form was called, I'm not sure. But he doesn't care about him. Nice, I'm always right.
He's almost got that BKB. You see how the Trolls transition towards, you know, what we were seeing was the Battle Fury to now it's being Maelstroms.
It's
Just
much better.
Maelstroms.
Much better, especially if you need to fight earlier. I mean, it just makes much more sense for the hero, honestly. Attack speed means more procs, means much more damage.
Yeah, I like the transition to change. Do you still think that they should go back to the Maelstrom, or is that becoming kind of an item that is way more situational than what we were seeing earlier?
In certain matchups, like Pantolier, you know, pretty much a given. Bad Rider, heroes like that, where you have like instant debuffs on with low cooldown. Hacker, the item. Otherwise, leave that for mid troll, you know, the way you kill troll. If you're a carry troll, your job is
Radiant
to
are
keep.
scanning.
Okay, so we'll see if changes, we see different builds from different teams. Elephant, I believe they spotted that ward over mid smoke from Aster, so they avoided it. And now they avoid after the Lincoln, so it could still be Lincolns, but yeah, I was gonna ask, is it just too late?
It is too late because you can't kill anything now. Like you can die, but we'll just ignore you. You do nothing when a fight. Silence, coil, or there's usually one.
Radiant
But I
structures
like
are
like
fortified.
accelerated item, you know, like a damage item you need that, or maximize defense. See the Alchemist,
Fallen to the
Radiant, and BKB. He doesn't do BKB Radiance, right? Makes no sense.
Radiant's middle
Same with the
tower
Puck. He's
is under
itemizing too
attack.
defensively, for my taste, especially if they're playing against the clock. Doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe he's feeling, you know, the fear of the Winter's Curse, which I understand. You can't
The Winter's Curse. Link gets off immediately into the Winter's Curse. And the shift, an opportunity.
Pick it up.
No, and there's the stun, but ends up dead. False promise from Lanham, and now the balance strike is the primal spring right on top of Yang. Lanham's going to survive. This goes poorly for Yang. It's not just one that they'll lose on Elephant, but a second in the Mars. Boras gets credit for that, and it's again a split-up engagement from Elephant that goes slower fast.
Yeah, there's no disconnect. Mars along there, Puck along the bottom lane, while the three teammates are all farming jungle. The Vern farming jungle, Phoenix, plus Clinkz. Yeah, something happened where the time they didn't compete, they don't look at the same team anymore.
Which is very, I would say weak, because they were competing
Dire's
constantly. There were a bunch
bottom
of
tower is
tournaments
under
within the Chinese region. They got the reps. And
Dire's
you could see it
bottom
when those
tower
online tournaments started. They started. You saw
Dire's
as
bottom
they
tower is
went
under
on.
attack.
They
Go back.
Dire's
got together.
structures are
This is
fortified.
maybe even their Clinkz. I believe there was a land for China earlier on that day.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
but what spark that changed? So I'm not sure.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
10k network behind. Trolls, the net worth, Alchemist, more than doubling the first net worth.
This isn't the same. Trolls behind. He's not top of the net worth. We've kept everybody, cheap, low. Now the troll has farm. And so
they're building into 2 Abyssal Blades. The only counter radiant really is DB, but when it's online, you get on top of the Clinkz.
Damage.
There's a reason we see Clinkz. It's just when you fall behind, there's no comeback mechanic. Carries without comeback mechanic are brutal to play this patch. Because the offlaner are so strong, they're gonna harass you a lot. You need to be able to flash from in the jungle.
I will spring back into the trees for Borak. Ooh, Dream Coil gets snapped.
Doesn't even matter.
But already out of sight, out of mind. Go towards
Okay, that was unexpected.
Chris Dive as well as Dust. They just don't spot Boca.
You can see how desperate it is too. It's just a monkey past 4 and they bring so many resources from him, Now smoke up a raid.
Yeah, Red Pan in trouble on the run. Stun charged up. He's thinking about maybe if anybody comes to help Red Panda, throw it that way. But once he sees nobody, just throw it at the Abaddon. They're killing out Borat, taking some damage, but he's got,
no damage. It's just laughable. I mean, Monkey King, one of the highest armor here in the game now. You can't even kill it cost 4
Dire's middle tower is under
pretty
attack.
demoralizing. It has to be.
don't know what to do. You can try and farm, get jumped.
Dire's middle tower
Can't
has
really
fallen.
kill these heroes as you've seen, especially if you're not prepared for the Glimmer King. That's not Monkey King. Out of sight, out of mind again.
Yeah.
I hate to repeat the phrase, but that's what it's been. You've gone after some of these heroes that would jump and get out of harm's way. Supernova, this is for the save. They put the arena down. This might be worth it to get a kill onto the Golden Razor there. That's going to save Lab, which means they've got a false promise available, which he'll use on himself. They get the jump heroes as well. The TV's been caught by Yanks through Insomnus, through we should the troll as well as the Oracle. But Lanham, as well as this troll, are fine. And, well, they don't allow Yang to escape.
It's very hard to play into this backline save of Oracle as well as Wolf. You don't need one of them, it's going to save the other.
Yeah.
They even reached the perfect arena on both of them, but they still only make one of them. It's just so hard to play these heroes now. Oh, that was close. Brings the guy cancelled that he's dead. So Alchemist is update finished and 50 gold. Yeah. Oh, this guy's completed already. It's a huge effort to run out. For that, they need Clinkz to get at least 2 more items with Catalyst plus KB to be able to have a chance to kill him.
Yeah,
But
he's
he
so
is
short right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like the shot is kind of a bait. I feel I've built it a couple of times. It seems quite useless. It's just too
Dire
gallant
are
shooting,
scanning.
you know. Already deal no damage.
Radiant's
so
middle
Scout's not gonna
tower
deal
is
anymore.
under attack.
He ended up queuing up the MKB. Puck is 100 gold away from picking up that eagle. It's so late. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is
127.
under attack.
After
What
the
was the
lit
points?
would have been.
Amazing.
I don't know if it's going to change the game,
at least you have the option to do it.
Yeah.
You go, Clinkz kind of just
Dyer's
says,
top tower has
You
fallen.
guys can farm.
I'm kind of done, you know, like I just don't want to die, but I also don't want to be aggressive. It's kind of like, of course I'm saying they gave up, you know, but it's kind of this mentality where you're too scared to make things happen, you need to make them happen, you know?
Right.
And again,
Okay.
it's so
That
obnoxious.
was unexpected.
Before making so much sense, and they're so desperate to get any kills they have. There's no value in killing them. You know, even if you do get them, you know, look how far to die there.
Yeah.
Of course, it can be a good out, but
Now he's almost about 1 kg. Yeah.
Illusion.
You pretty much the king of Monkey Kings in the 4th position.
he is also filthy rich. Like, he has overtaken his whatever his close to the Mars. Just the Desolator.
Overversion Desolator.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Going
under attack.
and Yang gets the abyss, but gets his
Dyer's
finger off on a
top
white
tower
album.
is under
He's coming into the
attack.
hands of the Titan side. And the question is, can they keep the balance for the pump? They've got the spray over, but the the abyss of Witch and why they get in front of this Phoenix. No supernova to count there. The Witch curse that much. And now this man, he is down as hit the overbeam. They don't take the most power while he's on. The race out, save him some. He's got that and all you're just going to do is run away. Try and heal up, and that is the damage enough. He's one from base a 5 position that cannot fall. Well, White Album then takes another. Yeah, 3 heroes dead.
Dyer's middle
19
tower
to
is under
11 in
attack.
favor of Aster. A 16k lead, and not much holding this base up for the side of Elfin. Much holding them down 2-0, having to record to start off the league, being in a
Dyer's
very
middle
precarious
tower
position
has
overall for the DPC. Yeah, they're going for the post, they're going for the tier 4. They don't have buyback on the lobbies. They do have buyback on Yang, but it doesn't really have a lot of offer. Arena is down. Red Panda only to move up. The 5 shield gets popped immediately. Both tier 4s are gone. The AD is exposed, and there is not much to say. The Elephant. They'll get it, they'll kill it.